Welcome to our channel Cooking with Babee. Today we're going to make chocolate dosa and today is pancake day. Chocolate dosa is an Indian style pancake.
Yes, welcome guys. So we saw this thing in a restaurant where I had gone to eat South Indian food and Tara found the recipe for chocolate dosa. Now to make dosa, it is nothing but rice and some other flour, other grains. What they do is they soak it overnight, they ferment it, and then they mix it. And that fermentation and mixing creates a smooth batter once it's turned into a paste. But the good thing is you don't have to do any of that. You can go to any South Asian supermarket and you can get something called as idli dosa mix. It's the same mix to use for making idlis. If you steam it, it becomes a rice cake, which is an idli. If you make a pancake out of it, it becomes a dosa. So initially we are going to do Tara's version, which is the chocolate dosa, which is nothing but dosa with a little bit of, actually we are using Nutella rather than chocolate, because if we bought chocolate we wouldn't be using it later on. So we're using Nutella. So what we've done is we've taken some of that dosa batter in here. I have added a little bit of water so it becomes a bit of running. And then Tara, your job is to make sure it stirs properly.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to heat up the pan, put some ghee on it, not oil, ghee, and then we are going to get on with it. So Tara, can you keep stirring it? And I'm going to put some things in. Yes. You can say that. You can, if you're using two hazelnuts.
If you're allergic to nuts, you don't have to use Nutella, you could use chocolate sauce.
Yes. So what I'm doing is I've got a nice pan, it's heated up, and I'm using proper ghee. I don't like using those so-called vegetable ghee versions because it's not as good as normal good ghee.
What about khanam ghee?
Khanam ghee is also normal ghee. So, right. What I'm going to do now is Tara's done some lovely mixing on it. You're going to put it in the pan. I'm going to spread it around. That takes about a good 4 or 5 minutes. I'll pause the video so you don't have to watch me do that. And then once it is done, we'll come back and I'll take you to the next step. So Tara, what we do now is,
Yeah.
you take this.
Yeah.
It's going to make some nice noise.
Yes.
There we go.
Oh.
Don't. So the trick is pour it half and then use the back of your spoon and keep spreading it.
Bobby, that sounds like I was on the plane when you poured it.
Yeah. So wait for it to dry a bit. Oh, sorry, not dry, cook a bit. And then you spread it out. And you might find that it becomes a bit porous, which is how it should be. And the aim is to get, I never get it correctly, but the aim is to get a uniform thickness all around. With any generic pancake in the world, I think that is the principle of cooking. But as we are all amateur cooks, we get a bit of a mixed thickness. So I'm going to keep trying this, and in about 4 or 5 minutes you will know that it is cooked. So I'll come back to you and we'll show it to you then. Right, so I've zoomed in a bit on this thing and my camera is still attached to the wall, but you can see that it's now beginning to cook. There's slight brownishness that's happening towards the edge. It still needs to cook a bit. If you move your pan, you'll notice that the non-stickness kicks in and the dosa should move around. And once it's a bit crispy on one side, we will flip it. Right, so I don't know if you can see it. So you can see, the small holes beginning to form. That is a sign that it is now ready to be flipped. If you feel like it's ready to be flipped, I always give it an extra minute because it's rice flour and it takes a little bit extra to cook, even though if it looks that it has cooked. Right, so we are now ready to flip it. You hold it like that and you go there. You want to see something like this, a bit of a pattern of brownish crispiness, and now you need to give it about half the time that you gave on the other side for it to cook. And once it is done, for Tara's first recipe, we'll be smothering it with a little bit of Nutella, roll it, and once that is done, we'll be doing the other pancake, which is the traditional Indian pancake, which is called the uttapa, which is the same batter, but we add some onions, tomatoes, and if you're happy with it, some green chilies. Tara also has a version of it where she prefers a cheese uttapam, which is the same thing but with a little bit of sprinkling of cheese on it. So once this is done for another couple of minutes, we are going to come back to the filling part. Right, so we've hit the point of it being crispy and ready. So I'm going to turn the flame off, flip it around, and time for our Nutella. By the way, Tara, we should also say a special thank you to Mummy for doing all the editing work of our videos, isn't it?
Yes.
Because we just do the cooking. The actual editing and posting of the video on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube and all the other social media stuff is all done by Mummy. So special thank you to Mummy.
Oh yes, and Mummy works for social media.
Yeah, there we go. So what we're doing is just spreading it across and keeping it in the middle.
Because if you put it at the edge, when you roll it up, it will just go flying out.
Yes, there we go. Put it here.
And we
Take
don't
two
want
of
that.
these.
Till the end of.
Hold the, no, this is fine.
Okay.
And this should be ready. But also, we are going to proceed to the next dish, which is the grown-up version of the pancake. So we have the same pancake mix. We take some tomato, some onion. No, that I'll do because you're going to eat soon. And I usually put green chilies, but we're making this for Mummy, so we'll put green chilies later on. So this now goes in to a lovely dish here, ready to be eaten. But before we go, we are going to put this on the hob to cook, and then that should be the grown-up version as well. So I'll show you that. Wait, Tara, 1 sec.
Oh no!
What happened? Oh, we'll give that a wash. Don't worry. We'll give that a wash, and it should be ready. So, same process again. Take a little bit of ghee, the proper ghee, the cow ghee.
Otherwise it could stick.
No, this is a bit more healthier than the vegetable ghee that you get because this is pure ghee.
No, I meant why'd you put ghee on it?
Oh, so that it doesn't stick, and also the taste is yummy.
That's what I said. Is it because it doesn't? Is it because it doesn't?
There we go. You take this and you empty it here. And this follows the same process. No need of any Nutellas in it. And once it is done, that should be the two versions of our Indian pancake day along with the regular pancakes. So we'll come back to you for this. Right, so Tara is off eating her chocolate dosa. So I'm just going to flip it, and you can see that this reached a level of crispiness. And you can see the patterns form, and we let it sit like that for another 3 to 4 minutes. And this is it. The grown-up version is pretty much done, and as you can see, it is ready. I'm going to put it on a plate and show it to you. And that is how it looks. So thank you for watching. This is it from us.
And thank you for watching our channel, Cooking with Babee. Have a happy pancake day and watch more Cooking with Babee
And
videos.
you need to wipe your face because there's chocolate on it. Alright, thank you guys. See you later.
See you later.